Here are 7 reasons why people don't buy from you and how you can change that to increase your sales. And we're starting right now. So why aren't customers buying from you and how can you change that to increase your sales? By the end of this video, you will know exactly how you can increase your sales and your closing percentage. By the way, welcome back. My name is Paul, and if it's your first time here and you want to increase your sales and succeed in life and business, go ahead and subscribe down below and don't forget to hit that bell notification button so you don't miss anything. So why don't customers buy from you? Number 1, they don't have a need to buy from you, or you failed to make it a need. Here's an example. Let's say you were walking down the road and someone comes to sell you a bicycle or a bike and tells you to buy the bike and starts showing you the features. It has brakes, it has 18 gears, and so on. Would you buy it? Probably not. Now imagine you're walking with your friend down the road and suddenly he says, you know what? I need to buy a bike. I can get to work faster, I can get some exercise, I'll be able to save time and have more free time during the day. See, now you are starting to talk about it and picturing it in your head and talking about going on bike rides together and discovering new places and so on. Now you are thinking about buying a bike, but if someone comes and shoves it into your face and talks about how many gears it has, you're not gonna be interested. Look, when it comes to sales, order takers sell the features. Salespeople sell the benefits. Sales closers sell the picture. And just so you can understand, a feature, the bike has 18 gears. Benefit, 18 gears helps you get up the hill faster. Picture, easily going uphill, enjoying the scenery without sweating like a pig. See, your friend made you picture the bike and gave you a need for a bike. He didn't even do it on purpose. And that's what the sales closer needs to do. Have you picture using the bike and the 18 gears. Does that make sense? The sales closer needs to sell the picture and the need, not the benefits or the features. Number 2, urgency. You need to make people have the need to buy from you now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, now. If you don't, they will buy from somebody else. Look, people want what they can't have and they do not want to miss out on an opportunity. Remember, people buy on emotion and justify with logic. So you need to create urgency. It can be 20% off only for today. It can be an exclusive of some sort, or it can be a spare tire for your bike if you buy today. Doesn't really matter, but you need to create urgency. Or you can create urgency by telling them or showing them that they don't have the specific model in stock or that the color they want is a rare color. You can do this. For example, they may ask you if you have that model in red. I'm not sure because that model is very limited and that color is high in demand. I can check with the manager though if there's one left in our factory. If we have one, would you be wanting one today? See what I did there? I created an urgency without being too pushy. Or you can say, I do have one model, but we're saving it for someone that ordered it. Of course, it is one day late. If I could ask my manager to give it to you, would you buy it today? And that's just an example. Number 3, no desire. Now, I said this before, people buy on emotion and justify with logic. And if you do not create desire, they're not gonna buy. See, you need a phone. You do not need the latest iPhone. You need transportation or a car to get to work. You do not need a Bentley or a Tesla, although Teslas are really cool and I love Elon Musk. You need a diver's watch if you go diving. You do not need a 7,800 euro Rolex. Now, most salespeople, most sales professionals, they sell secondary desires. Some of these are cleanliness, efficiency, convenience, or economy, profit, bargains, and so on. But master closers, sell biological desires, desires that are programmed within us, like the Life Force 8. Survival, enjoyment of life, enjoyment of food and beverages, freedom from fear, pain, and danger, sexual companionship, superiority, social approval, and so on. Now, if you want to learn more about these Life Force 8 factors, check out this video right here, or click the link in the description below after you watch this video. It's gonna make a huge difference. And if you use these factors, these biological triggers, you will be unstoppable. Just remember, when somebody goes to buy a drill in a hardware store, they're not buying the drill. They're buying the hole in the wall to put up something that's emotional, safety, love, something like that. And that is done with a Life Force 8. Now, I'm no drill expert, but maybe your customer doesn't know what kind of drill they need. For example, the kind of power they need, or what kind of wall they need to drill into, the drill bits. Which brings me to number 4, you do not know enough about your product. Listen, although you're not selling the features, you need to be an expert in your field. You need to be a consultant when talking to your customer. You need to be able to answer your client's questions and give them what's good for them. There are salesmen that know all this information, know all the technical specifications, but vomit all this on their clients and lose the sale. Then there are salespeople that do not know the technical specs and do not know how to answer questions and just look stupid in front of their customers. And these are just order takers, they're not even salespeople. See, the master closer makes the customer picture the product, using the product, knows the features, knows the benefits, and answers questions. He is an expert in his field. He is a consultant, and he is helping his customer buy the right product. Be that consultant. Number 5, trust. They just don't trust you, dude. You might be or look untrustworthy. You just might have a certain look that makes you look untrustworthy. Listen, I could literally write a whole book about this. But to summarize, you could have, or you may be doing, one of these things. Number 1, you're too salesy. Number 2, bad body language. Number 3, bad eye contact. You don't make enough eye contact, or you stare too much. Your look, the way you look could be untrustworthy. Your tone of voice, even the way you dress. Or you may not have a sales method. You may not have a strategy when presenting your products. Okay, if you do not have a sales method, watch this video right here, the 5 Ps. I'll also leave a link in the description down below, and you can check that out as well after watching this video. Number 6, you have not built rapport. Listen, likability is a key factor in sales, but how do you make somebody like you? Now, one way is to mime them or use the same body language that they are using. Talk the same speed they are, or the same volume, if you will. Then make sure you ask questions and listen to them, and I really mean it, listen to them. Make sure you find common ground, common hobbies, build that rapport. Also, depending on what type of sales you're into or what you're selling, you need a warm-up. If you are in timeshare, for example, you're talking about holidays, jobs, and kids for 20 minutes or even half an hour before you even start the presentation. If you're in the sports industry, then sports, jobs, and kids. Do you see where I'm going with this? Show real interest, compliment them, and smile. Number 7, affordability. Listen, sometimes people just cannot afford what you're selling, and you need to make sure you are selling to the right people. But in general, remember, most buyers do not have a lot of money. Never prejudge, only pre-qualify. As a matter of fact, the reason they do not have a lot of money is because they are consumers. They buy things. So if you do not sell them your product now, they will buy something else. So find out what they can and can't afford and help them buy what's good for them. Which brings me to number 8. You do not know how to close. Listen, most salespeople do not know how to close. They say they know how to close, they say they're sales closers, but they don't know how to close. Take, for example, the objection, I can't afford it. Okay, I understand. What can't you afford, John? Is it the deposit or the installments? See what I'm doing? I'm finding out what the real objection is. If they say it's the deposit, for example, I would say, okay, if I could break the deposit into 3, would that work for you today? If it's the installments, I would say, okay, what if I started the installments a few months later or made the installments longer? See, you always close. Or maybe they say, I want to think about it. And you say, okay, what do you need to think about, John? Is it the product or is it the price? See, if it's the product, you screwed up. You didn't create enough value. The only thing you can do is do a summary close. If it's the price, then you know you need to close them on price. And when I say close, I mean help them get what they want. See, you need to be able to close and guide them in order for them to be able to get what they desire. And to help you out, I'm gonna do something for you. I'm gonna give you a free sample of the Closers Part 3 with me and the living legend Ben Gay III. Listen, the sample alone will triple your sales and your closing percentage, and you can get it free at theclosers3.com. I'll also leave a link in the description down below. Try it and let me know how it worked for you. I would really love to know. Now, if you want to learn more about how to close the I want to think about it objection, then watch this video right here, or you can watch what YouTube recommends for you right here. I'm Paul Democritou, and until next time, keep succeeding.